On tonight's episode of Red Herring, Gabriella Valencia, a young scholar, was found dead. Their body was found underneath Santa Monica Pier. Authorities believe that the victim went to meet their killer before their demise. Gabriella's body was found on Saturday morning by a young couple who immediately called the police. They were killed on Friday night. Evidence suggests that there were multiple people at the scene of the crime. However, the scene was heavily contaminated, so it is unknown if there were multiple killers or not. The list of suspects you are about to see are being interrogated by local police officers.
Hi, my name's Jasmine. I am a junior at Beach Coast College. My sisters call me Ree, short for Reese's. And I am a part of the Beta SciFi sorority. It's great bringing Greek life onto campus and all. It really gives us women a chance to bond and build relationships for a lifetime. And it's not just for school. It's like once you're in it, it's forever. It's honestly my favorite part of the whole campus. Oh, Gabby. I saw them around campus and they were interested in Greek life, but never ready to come in. You know, like a girl that wants a one-time play? Get out. But yeah, past that, I didn't really know that much. Very vague. Oh, we never argued, no. I mean, aside from that, I wasn't just gonna let them join Beta Psi without them taking it seriously. That was it. They said they understood and weren't ready. So I told them that if they wanted to spice up their life, to hit us up. Enemies? No. Yeah, right. No. Little goody teachers never had enemies. They did everything by the books. Never crossed anyone. I mean, they weren't really popular, but they kind of just meshed well with everyone. The night of the murder, I was headed towards a frat party for Delta Chi. All sororities are like destined to sleep with a frat at least once, but I'm surprised it isn't required by now. Yeah, I was hoping to see this guy named Avery. He's in my English class. He said he would stop by after some tutoring or whatever, but he never showed up, so, you know. Yeah. Bullying? No, I mean, not from what I saw. I mean, if I ever did see anything, it was just innocent teasing because it was such a goody-goody. But they didn't seem to mind. I mean, they did tear up once, but the people were their friends, so they got over it. The last thing I said to Gabby, I told them to reconsider viewing our sorority as lightly as they used to. I told them to shoot me a DM if they ever thought about being brought into the group. Yeah, that was the last time I ever saw Gabby. Is that it? Am I done?
Hi, my name is Bianca Ortega. I'm 22 and I go to Beach Coast College. Gabriella? Oh, the Gabs. The Gabs and I weren't super close, but we had a couple of combos here and there. They were really interested in joining the sorority I'm a part of. It's called Beta SciFi. My Greek name around there is Lux, which means light. Probably why Gabby felt so compelled as to talk to me about joining. Could also be that I'm the head social media person, but whatever. Gabs and I never argued. I barely knew their favorite color, so what was there to argue about? All we ever talked about was pledging and Beta SciFi. This Greek life stuff is serious and not to be messed with. If you want in, You have to be all in. We absolutely cannot accept anything less. But like I said, I barely knew them. The only people that I ever think they talked to were Ray and I. Maybe some other sorority sisters, but that's pushing it a bit. Gabby was real quiet. Sometimes I'd be standing there, and they'd be standing behind me, and I wouldn't even know it. And I'd turn around, and they'd scare the shit out of me. I mean, no disrespect to the dead, or whatever. Just saying. Oh, let's see. I was at Delta Chi. Oh my gosh, what a rager. Rhea and I were messed up that night. Like, we could barely wake up the next day. You could ask anyone from the party, and they'd say that Rhea and I were there. I even posted some photos on our sorority's MySpace page. Gabby? Getting bullied? Oh, please, not even teased, maybe, but not bullied. Our sisters know. We have a strict no bullying policy that even extends to our pledges. If anything, there's this chick that writes for the school newspaper, and she's always up everyone's ass about Greek life. She would literally attack, from the fraternities to pledges, even people who would just ask about Greek life. What a fucking hard ass. I've seen her and Gabs get into it a few times. Gabby said it was harmless, but I wouldn't be too sure due to her track record. Oh God, I think the last thing that we spoke about was the hazing rumors, that bookworm had gotten into their head. Gabby was so scared, and I had to set them straight on what we're all about. We don't do that baby shit here, but we're obviously not going to let anybody get hurt. They were still really cautious, but I told them that they have to prove to themselves to us, or they can get the hell out. Beta SciFi doesn't have time for people who aren't willing to step up to the plate. All right, this was a lot, and I have a sorority meeting soon, so see ya.
Hey, my name is Avery Smith. I'm 19 years old, and I guess you were just dying to meet me. No? No? Alright, tough crap. Sorry. I deal with situations with humor. I know that isn't the most appropriate, but you know, like someone died and now there's an interrogation, so that's kind of like a recipe for a panic attack. Yay. Anyways, Gabriella and I, we shared Mr. Howard's creative writing class together. Yeah, we weren't really friends, but we did have a semester-long project to do together, which I'm now realizing that I probably have to do by myself. So, nice, cool. Yeah, no, we were, if anything, we were like close acquaintances at this. Does arguing over the topic of our project count? No? Oh, okay. So, then no, we didn't really argue, or fight or anything like that. They were actually really nice. Like, really nice. Like, a little shy, but, like, overall, like, pretty nice. The only person I ever saw them arguing was with Alice. She's the super judgmental writer for the school's paper. The name of the paper? I don't know. Who reads anymore? Like, okay, anyways. Yeah, I know that Gabriella wanted to join Beta SciFi, so that's probably what their argument was about. Gabriella didn't really have enemies, per se. I think, at least. I mean, you could probably count the other pledges for Beta SciFi as enemies, since they're like their sorority is like super selective and who they let join their, you know, sisterhood. rush season is like a crazy time. The pledges get like super angsty and like and like competitive with each other. So they're constantly trying to outdo the other person to try and get their big attention. I don't know. It's really dumb, but people love to be in a group. So, the night they died, I was hanging out with some friends at the mess hall. But before that, I had a meeting with my algebra professor, so I was like super drained. Like, math sucks, but I have to pass this class. It's like one of my like core requirements or whatever. Anyways, the mess hall, it had a lot of people there. So what I'm trying to say is that I was with a lot of people on Friday night. Alright, cool. Bullies? Kinda? It's just that, like, sororities and, like, fraternities take hazing, like, way too far. I heard a rumor a few years ago that this guy was rushing for a fraternity and he got into an accident that, kind of left him, like, a little bit blind. Just a little bit. Anyways, I mean, it's probably not true, but still, like, you get the point. Like, you know, some of these guys and gals, they take, like, this stuff, like, super overboard. I know a lot of students either drop out or transfer if they don't get in. They make the pledges do super embarrassing stuff, so I really don't blame them for wanting to leave. The last thing I said to them, probably like, I'll see you on Monday. Yeah. I can't believe any of this happened though. It's crazy. We were the same age. I can't believe they died. Is this over? Can I leave?
Hello, my name is Alice Lane. I'm 20 years old. I am currently a sophomore at Beach Coast College, and I'm actually one of the writers for the school newspaper, the Coast Gazelle. How did I know Gabriella? We actually, shared Miss Claire's journalism class together. We actually sat next to each other. We started talking. I guess you could say we were friends. They were really nice, and I didn't mind their company. We had discussions about current events. We even had arguments over them. But if you mean like a serious argument, then we had one. They wanted to join the Beta SciFi, and I was advising them against it. You know, sororities and fraternities are all, I've always thought, very horrible because of all the crazy rituals they make them go through. I just never agreed with them, and they could turn out bad, like deadly. Some kids don't even come back, or they end up dying, and I just never really agreed with them doing that. And I feel like all they ever really want to do in the first place, you know, those idiots, all they ever want to do is like have somewhere to party, you know. I didn't want that for Gabriella. In my opinion, it's just an excuse for the upperclassmen to bully freshmen before turning them into mindless party animals that would rather get drunk than graduate. Gabriella didn't have many enemies. they were rushing, so technically the other pledges were their enemies, but that's superficial at best. They were extremely shy, so I'd be surprised if they'd have any enemies. The night that Gabriella died, I was actually at Starbucks with my editor. We're talking about an article that I had written. It was actually regarding Greek life. He thought that it was subjective, but he did tell me that I could write about anything that I wanted, you know? You can confirm the story with him. We were there all night. Of course, I've seen Gabriella get bullied. The hazing that they have to go through is so demeaning. I hate that they have to go through that. It's utterly disgusting, though, that our school allows these sororities and fraternities to get away with this crap. What was the last thing I said to Gabriella? I told them that they should quit the sorority while they were ahead, because at the end of it, they would probably feel like they had no dignity left. I didn't want to see that happen to them. I just didn't think that they would be gone. I wish I could have done more.
It was an accident. I didn't do anything. Jazz made the plans for us. She kept going on about how the sorority needed the very best people or else they just have to be cut. Survival of the fittest or whatever. I just wanted to stay back at the party, but no, we had to make sure Gabriella was serious about pledging, so we told them to come with us to get beers when we saw them at the Delta Chi party. Jess was so amped up about the whole thing, like it was all some kind of joke to her. But she drove like a maniac down to the piers. And when we got there, that's when I started to get a really bad feeling. So we went underneath the docks. Jasmine got the rope. After Jasmine made me tie them up, we went back to the party as if nothing had even happened. I got wasted. I wanted to forget everything that had occurred. And then I guess I just passed out because the next thing I know, it was morning. They didn't deserve to die. It was supposed to be a joke. A simple fucking prank. It's all Jasmine's fault.
Okay, it wasn't even supposed to go down the way it did. I swear I had like zero part in it. Bianca was always the brains of everything we did together, so I just followed her. I told her that Gabby wanted and had to prove her worth to us in a sorority, so Bianca made this plan for us. Bianca told them some lame-ass excuse to get them to come with us, and they fell for it. So silly. So naive. You couldn't even tell Bianca was a snake in disguise. That twisted bitch wouldn't even admit to you that she had this sick plan to tie Gabby up to one of the poles underneath the pier and leave her there for hours. I told her it was a nauseating idea, and she thought it would be so funny to finally get back at her for scaring Bianca all those times and to finally prove herself to the sorority. Bianca grabbed the rope, and then she started wrapping Gabby around the poles, but she kept moving too much, and then she forced me to help her by pinning Gabriella down onto the pole. We were plastered, and then we forgot all about little Gabby. They drowned. Did you know that the water comes high at night? I didn't. Then the cops came. By the time the cops came, cover camera, back. We were plastered, and then we forgot all about little Gabby. They drowned. Did you know that the water comes high at night? I didn't. Then the cops came by the time Bianca and I arrived, so we left as fast as we could and we got our stories together, or at least I thought we did. It's all Bianca's fault. She should have kept her goddamn mouth shut.